Okay, so that about sums it up for the first lesson of this course, which focuses on values and shapes. So here comes the assignment part. For the assignment, I want you to do at least 20 value studies, sort of like the ones I've demoed so far. And I want you to collect some references. And you can do what I did, which is just have a bunch of references and then just use them as inspiration so you don't like necessarily have to copy them. Or you can also, if that's a bit too challenging, you can make it a step easier by just sort of using one reference and just copy what you see essentially. Using the concepts that we talked about, right? Like simplification and value grouping, right? So I want you to pick at least two concepts, right? When you're doing one of those studies to really focus on, right? That maybe it's shape carving or checkerboarding, and value grouping, right? Or maybe shape compression and strong silhouettes or value contrast for depth or something. So these are like things that you can choose to focus on more on one study, and then maybe for another study you can focus on something entirely different. So this is how I would go about studying images in general, is sort of labeling these things you're doing so that way you understand exactly what it is you're doing to that image. This makes the studying process much more intentional and effective, right? It's when you write down exactly what you're doing, you are taking notes mentally, right, to yourself. And then you're able to use these tools when it comes to making your own work more effective. Makes everything you do more intentional in your own paintings. When you combine two or more of those concepts together, you can really start to see how quickly, something is conveyed, right? You can really see how quickly and effective these tools are, right? And I recommend also studying paintings as well, not just photo references, right? So any reference you can find where you can study these ideas that I've went over is going to help you a lot in your own art. And that's the idea I want to get across this lesson, is to make your studies a lot more intentional and really focus on the concepts that I've went over. All right. So thank you for watching this first lesson, and in the next lesson we're gonna go over shape and form. And we're gonna talk about how form plays a role in all this. All right. So good luck with the assignment.